All right, welcome everyone to the Entrepreneurship Sports Generation, ESG for short. We are all here for Spain National Finals and delighted to have all of you here. We have a really exciting leg of the tournament planned for today, and we will shortly, while the competition goes on, slowly introduce you to what ESG is. But first of all, it is definitely my honor to thank and express our gratitude to our amazing partners at InnoGet. Representing the organization, we have the lovely Rada Zarifianova. I would like to warmly welcome her and request her to say a few words before we can start.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to today's event. We are very happy. We are very pleased to welcome all of you. And thank you for a wonderful team of ESG and TGelf for organizing it and make it happen in Spain. So we wish good luck to everyone. We look forward to hearing all of your pitches. And we are very excited. Thank you so much, everyone.
All right. Thank you, Radha. Thank you so much for your kind words. And so as you know that ESG is tackling the problem of creating over 1 billion jobs and to ensure that we leave a better planet for the future generations. We believe that entrepreneurial initiatives are the solution to these pressing issues and are on a mission to help the entrepreneurs grow and become global enterprises, creating the better future all of us aspire for. ESG is a flagship initiative of the Global Education and Leadership Foundation, TGEL for short. We have been working here at TGEL over the past decades to groom ethical and altruistic leaders globally, and ESG happens to be one of our flagship projects where we reimagine entrepreneurship as sport. For ESG, we have put together a rewards basket for all participants globally. We express our gratitude to all our partners who have joined hands with us and commit to collectively support all enterprises who have become part of the ESG movement. The reward bouquet will be available on our platform. You need to ensure you're registered on the platform to avail all the perks. Kindly note that since it's a multi-layered competition with multiple stages, the rewards will be unlocked only after the global finals conclude. So that's when you can avail the rewards. We are the official accelerator to UN-supported campaign called World's To-Do List, which was launched during the 76th UN General Assembly and is supported by companies like Unilever, Google, Mars, Diageo, etc. With that, let's begin the movement as we all come together today to play for planet. Today, we are pleased to have 3 jury members who are experts in their field, and it is my absolute pleasure to introduce them. First up, we have Leticia. Leticia is the CEO at Impulsinov and an innovation expert with more than 12 years of experience, holding a PhD in material science. She also serves as business coach for the European Innovation Council. We welcome you, Leticia. Thank you so much for sparing time for ESG. Next up, we have Jordi Rafals Fernandez. Jordi is an open innovation strategy advisor with over 17 years of experience under his belt. He currently serves as the CEO of InnoGet and is an expert in R&D and innovation ecosystem. We welcome you, Jordi. Next, I would like to welcome Mr. Kirti Lal Kala. Kirti is a technocrat, strategic advisor, and an entrepreneur and a hobbyist theatre performer. His 16-year professional career spans business and development engagements. He currently serves as an in-house advisor at Sun Group and has previously worked with the Office of Advisor to the Prime Minister of India, Indian Electronics and Semiconductor Association, Indian Institute of Technology, and so on and so forth. We welcome you, Kirti. Now, before we proceed to our pitches, I would quickly like to remind everyone about our rules today. You have 3 minutes to pitch and 3 minutes for the Q&A session. You will be controlling your presentation yourself. Please keep yourself on mute, and this is something I kindly request when not speaking. And please keep your video on so that we all can see you while you pitch. And now, without further ado, let us proceed to the pitches for today. Are we ready, Spain? First up, we have Do Good People. It is your time to pitch. If you are ready, your time starts now. Whenever you're ready, please share your screen, and all the best.
Okay, can you hear me well? Are you seeing my screen?
Yes, we can see you, we can hear you.
Okay. Hello, my name is Guillermo, Operations Director at The Good, and I'm here to talk about a project on behalf of my team. Our company is lying about sustainability. Are they really as sustainable as they say they are? Usually, while companies win and rank high in sustainable indices and awards, employees don't even know what a sustainable development goal is, and we don't know if they're really involved in sustainability. This is a really big problem because companies are required to meet more demanding sustainable targets every year, but they will never achieve those goals if they don't really involve their employees, and they don't know how to engage employees properly. Luckily, we have found one key to solve this problem. We have created an app to help companies involve employees in measurable sustainability targets by promoting challenges based on the priorities of each company. Our difference is that we cracked the formula for engaging people through anthropological knowledge. The actions we proposed are designed to be attractive, simple, and addictive. And we have mapped them to the main sustainable standards, such as the United Nations 2030 agenda, of course. Challenges must be completed by the employees, and the app automatically calculates the impact in several key aspects, like water, waste, carbon, among others. Employees can play at the office, at home, in groups, on weekends, challenging each other, learning and acquiring sustainable habits, always depending on their time and knowledge. And the app also provides a platform for engagement with internal projects, educational resources, and competition among teams. This way, through reports and information provided by The Good, the company is really able to substantiate and showcase their efforts and accountability regarding purpose and commitment alignment in every aspect of sustainability. And of course, working in sustainability has several advantages, such as improving the responsible brand image, improving the position in indices and rankings, and attracting and engaging with talent, with customers, and with new investors also. And the best thing is that it costs very little effort and very little time to set up a good program. We provide the what, the how, the when, and to whom to our clients to make the process painless, really painless for them. I guess at this point, you must be wondering if this has previously worked, and we have many data to support that yes, it improves greatly from internal past initiatives in aspects like registration, involvement, and satisfaction among employees, and also among clients. Since our market appearance in 2019, we have already worked with more than 20 clients, including banks, universities, and some of the biggest companies in our country. To achieve all this, we brought together since 2019 the best talent from Madrid, from Barcelona, from Mexico, and we keep growing. And we know we have the right team to reach our own goals. These are some of my colleagues, and we all share a common vision related to our purpose in life, which is small actions can make big difference. We are really making a change, and we will be delighted to have you all join us. Thank you very much.
Fantastic. Thank you so much for your pitch. Do good. And now I would request you to stop sharing and would open the floor for the judges to ask their questions.
Okay. I have just stopped sharing my screen.
Maybe shall I start asking a question? Thanks, Guillermo. A great presentation. I know it's not easy to make a presentation in just as a short period of time, but I have a question related to your business model. Can you elaborate a bit about your business model? And also related to this, how are you going to be using the proceeds, the funding that you might be raising, or the resources that you might be getting from this program?
Okay. We provide services to mostly big companies, which are required to report more sustainability information. So big companies, B2B business model, based on subscription, and also based on the number of employees involved in each program that we provide. we provide them a software license, and all the funding, all the money that we're raising and we're getting from our clients is going to be put into well, our product roadmap and our expansion in Europe first, and then LATAM, and then the rest of the world. We have a product roadmap and then some kind of plans for this year and next year, of course.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you. If I may, quick question: what's your revenue model like? How do you make revenues?
We make revenue by licensing programs to different companies, to different companies, and this revenue is based on the participation of the employees in the application that we provide them. We put a program specified for each company, and each company pays from the beginning for us to allow different kind of teams of members in different parts of the world, to participate.
Thank you. Lastly, do you customize the problem statement for each company, or are these open problem statements that somebody just chooses? Challenges.
We customize the challenges for each company based on their priorities. If they prioritize the carbon, we put the challenges related to carbon. If they prioritize water or whatever, we have a 500 challenge catalog that it can be adapted to any kind of company.
Right. Thank you.
Thank you. I think you're muted.
Leticia.
Yeah.
Yes, sorry. So I have a question, or maybe just a clarification. If I have well understood, so finally, your clients would like to implement a sustainable strategy in their company, and your solution could help them in this strategy, or is it maybe because so you mentioned, so this is employees, they have some small challenges every day, etc. But is that finally in the main strategy of the company with so main direction, etc.?
Thank you. That's a great question, a very important question. We provide this solution to involve employees in this company's strategy. So all the challenges are not only based on the day-to-day lives of the employees, but also on the governance tasks that they must do every day. So the company is able to get all the information about their own processes and also about their influence in the day-to-day lives of their employees.
Okay.
Yeah, it is really difficult to sum up all the information in just 3 minutes. So sorry if I left something important out.
All right. Any more questions from the jury members? Okay. So thank you so much. Thank you. If any of the entrepreneurs are leaving or have to go and come back, or if that is there's some emergency, I would please request you to drop in on the chat all your social media handles before you go, so that we can tag you and have our communications going. Next up, we have the Running Republic on the floor. Giving the stage to Paolo, if I'm pronouncing you right, and I would request you to share your screen and let me know when you're ready, and then your time would start.
Can you hear me? Can you see my screen?
Yes, we can. We can hear you all right.
So I'm Paolo, founder of the Running Republic, the community to customize, create, and sell sustainable sports apparel. We moved to this project basically for 3 main problems. The first one is that 8 million tons of plastic reach the oceans every year. More than 1,000 people were killed when Rana Plaza factory collapsed in Bangladesh in 2013. And boring is the word used by 44% of the runners to define their technical apparel. So the Running Republic is the platform to create, design, and sell sustainable sports apparel, earning a fee for your creativity. For us, sustainability is using only post-consumer recycled materials, the lowest carbon footprint possible, working only with certified factories, and an ethical approach to the business. We reach a new market niche, the eco-runners, women and men, environmentally conscious and willing to pay more for a product unique and truly sustainable. We impact them with a value proposition of real sustainability, a value proposition of premium experience, with the product highly technical, sexy and trendsetter, and of course, really sustainable, far from the greenwashing of the big corporations. Our competition has been studied by the three main pillars of the Running Republic, such as sports brands awareness, sustainability, and customization. And what we realize is that there is no player able to be relevant in the three attributes at the same time. Our business model is a well-settled business model on the market with three different monetization models: the conventional B2C, the custom B2B, and the B2C participative customization platform. The first two are active and scaling, and the third one is working right now with the MVP. With this on-demand business model, with no real player in the sportswear industry, a user designs a product in this platform that is sold with pre-orders and produced and delivered, and the user earns a fee for their creativity. With the first round of investment of last year, we've been moving from a turnover of 2,000 euros, monthly turnover of 2,000 euros, to a 20,000 euros monthly turnover, as we've been selling over 280,000 euros in the last 12 months. Our impact has been, we've been able to recycle 6 tons of plastics, reducing 70% of the CO2 emission, and without introducing new crude oil. The roadmap passed from optimization of the supply structure, B2B scaling, new verticals, and a new convertible note that we're launching right now. Thank you all so much for your time. I'm happy to answer to all your questions.
All right, thank you so much. We have the floor open for the jury members. Leticia, Jordi, and Kirti, you have the floor now.
Leticia, would you want to go first?
Yes, so I can, yes, I have a question, because so your presentation was nice, but quite quick and fast, but that's the game. So I have a question about what you do exactly to be sustainable, because you mentioned your you use recycled only recycled material, yeah. And yeah, you mentioned your emission will be of CO2 will be removed, so will be decreased, but yeah. There was a slide with different things, and I couldn't catch everything.
Yeah, basically we collect garbage from the environment to make the best sports apparel and technical sports apparel. Our processes means a reduction of up to 70% of the CO2 emissions and up to 50% of the energy need. Of course, we produce all our products in an ethical way with certified factories here in Europe with the best fabrics from Italy and Spain, and we produce between Italy and Portugal. And we are starting several products to make our project and our product circular, changing some materials in the product, making the fabrics more circular. And of course, we are upcycling garbage to the best product, and we can downcycling the rest of the production, and of course products that we are selling and collecting back in a downcycling in a downcycling way. So basically, we are a really sustainable brand because 100% of our products is made with this criteria. And of course, the second phase, that is a well-settled business model in the market, but with no real player in the sportswear industry, is closing the loop of sustainability. Because when we will sell only the product that we are able, when we will produce only the product that we are able to sell in advance, it will be closing the loop of sustainability. On demand is the next big thing of the apparel industry.
Okay.
I don't know if I answered your question.
Yeah. Yes. Thank you. Perfect.
We can move on to the next. Yeah.
Quick question, Paulo. What's the material, the raw material that you're sourcing is eco-friendly, sustainable, and all that, right? But what about the entire operations of your organizations as such? Can you say I am a net zero organization end to end?
Our suppliers are certified with the best certification in terms of sustainability, not only because of the material, but also because of the processes that they use, with ethical and of course using new energies, and they are we are licensee of two important brands like Econil and Sequel that are working in a carbon zero environment.
Sure. So your supply, I understand. How about you as an organization, end to end? Your operations, your factory, or your processes, your logistics, your offices, all of that put together. Can you say I'm a net zero company as such?
Up to now, we are starting the processes to certificate that we are a zero carbon company, but up to now we cannot certificate it. We are a small brand. We've been growing a lot in the last year. We have a very small team. We are 5 people in the internal team, 2 more people external. So we are.
Your time is up. I'm afraid your time is up. All right. Thank you.
I apologize, Jordi. I think you had a question.
No worries. No worries.
Jordi, maybe we can start with you the next round.
Perfect. Thank you.
Okay. So with that, we're going to move to our next set of next entrepreneur. It's Aliquindoy Circular Solutions. Right. You have the floor, Aliquindoy.
Thank you so much.
You have 3 minutes to pitch. Let us know when you're ready.
Perfect. Can you hear me? Can you see the presentation?
Yes, we can see.
Perfect. Thank you. All right. So the problem statement is basically quite simple. Every year, 1.4 billion new phones are produced in the world, and 3.3 million actually ended or basically thrown away every day, right? In Europe, actually, there is only 4% of those phones that actually get back into the circular economy or get given a second opportunity, right? A number of quite low. There are other markets that are higher, but in this case, in Europe, it's quite low. Why is this happening? So a lot of mobile operators and other players are actually offering buyback so that when you buy a new phone, they will take the old one. But there is a challenge here, which is that the whole value chain is actually quite high. So the price that is offered to the end client is very low. And well, there are risks associated that also drive those down when you get the money. Then the other option is actually to go and sell it in normal classified websites or sites, right? But there are 2 problems there. The first one is that the buyer doesn't really know what is the quality or the condition of that cell phone or that electronic. And then the second one is that you need to meet with someone and exchange money, right? So there is a trust component that is challenging. So Aliquindo is basically aiming to solve those problems, and by solving those problems, we try to change from that 4% that go back into the circular economy to basically 1 out of 10 or 10% by 2026. And how are we going to do that? So basically, we have developed a platform which is an open marketplace where everyone can buy and sell used devices. That includes phones, includes tablets, and will include laptops. And the key differentiator is actually that when you upload the phone, it tests the full functionality of the phone. So basically, the application will go through all the components of the phone, including also the external appearance of the device, and then we'll list it according to that, and we'll also recommend a price. And then we make sure that there is an escrow system and as well as an automated back end, so that all the logistics is done without the need of meeting someone, right? And the intellectual property is fully ours, and we have a testing capability that actually takes 90 seconds to actually test all the components of this device. So there are some similar software around the world, but this is specialized for remote testing and with a user interface that does in 90 seconds. And there is a patent registration or process for the full process of testing this and uploading into a marketplace. We are launching actually next week in Spain. We're ready for that and doing the PR. And we have an ambition to actually do pan-European by 2024. We have 3 phases of growth, and then do a global launch with a full set.
Your time is up, I'm afraid. Your time is up.
Perfect. I think that was all that I wanted to tell to the panel. So thank you.
Okay, you can cover it with the question and answers. I would open the floor to Jordi first. I would request everyone to equally divide their time so that all the jury members get equal time to ask questions. And yes, the floor is open, Jordi.
Yeah, thank you. I will try to make a question that allows you, Felix, to explain a little bit more about your project. Thank you for the presentation. Looks very interesting. You mentioned you're launching. How many users you think you would need in order to reach break even? That's my first question.
Mm-hmm.
And what is your strategy in order to build this marketplace, this community? Are you depending on third parties, or it's you have another type of strategy to build the community?
Sure. So I mean, basically, first,
if you could stop sharing the screen. If you could stop sharing.
Okay. Perfect. Thank you. So basically, I mean, let me start on the launch, on the last question, which is basically, I mean, the challenge here is that we have the supply and demand side. So on the supply side, we are fortunate that we actually, so I created another company in 2015. This Reware is a leader in refurbish. We provide Telefonica service of buyback. So actually we can provide the seeding of the devices. And then we need to get more people to list and then buy instead. So basically, we're going to be using some growth techniques and then some collaborations with sites, including we're talking to OLX, for example, globally, their own country, to actually try and combine those forces to get the scale together with PR techniques, right? Look, in terms of break even, actually, the development has been all internal with the team. The founder is also 25-year developer and a lecturer in software development. So it has been quite a reduced cost. So basically the model is actually, it goes in between an 8 and a 10% of the fees of the device, which is in line with competition like Wallapop. And basically, look, depending on the transaction and the investment that we go in marketing, but the recovery on the running cost is actually quite low. We will be talking about around 50,000 or so per month if we go in a very, like, you know, not aggressive at scaling in the base. So given the fact that these devices are quite high end, so, you know, in the range of 100 euros to 200 euros and even 500 euros you could reach, we are not talking about actually so many users and transactions to be able to cover the kind of like break-even point in the baseline scenario. Obviously, we want to, and we are closing actually a pre-seed round with angels of €500,000, hopefully next week as well. which will allow us to actually grow faster and then do the take up. And then obviously the break-even numbers change slightly there, but you have petrol to basically run and grow faster. Thanks.
All right, next question.
Yes, I have a question. So according to you, what is your add value if we compare with the existing competitors on the market?
Okay, so I hear a little bit of a French accent, so I guess that we're talking about Back Market. So
yeah.
Back Market, very successful platform, but operates in the B2B space, right? So it's only offering licensed kind of like sellers to sell in the platform. This is a C2C platform. So it's a consumer to consumer that basically actually allows anyone to sell at a higher price point. So we have been analyzing the differential between the classified market price and the back market price, and there is a big discrepancy there. So we're trying to position ourselves in there together to targeting also the small shops, the small corner shops that are not certified to sell in back market, but they can get into this platform, right? And use the software as a tool to make sure that the quality is the right quality.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Last question, I think I can take 5 seconds for that. What would version 2 of your product look like?
So version 2 of the product is actually to be able to offer services like a warranty to end consumers. So basically buy from user 1. We as a platform will be able to provide a warranty on the product because we have tested and we know what is the condition of the phone, together with some financial products like listing of the devices, and then there are, even for the resellers, like those small shops, there is working capital facilities, etc. So there is a lot of a fintech layer that we have built into the platform, allowed by the technology of the verification of the hardware and software.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Okay, I think we are done with the question answers. Do we have any further questions? We have some time. Okay, that's great. All right, so then we are going to be proceeding to our next startup, which is Captoplastic. Let's have Captoplastic on the floor. Great.
Hello, everybody.
Start sharing your screen. We can hear you.
Yes,
well.
I can. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes, okay, perfect. Do you see the presentation?
Yes, we can see it.
Okay, so we can start. Well, my name is Raquel Parra, CEO of Captoplastic. Captoplastic trades with water bodies to keep the air free of microplastic. Microplastic are particles smaller than 5 millimeters in diameter. But what really they are is a big problem for us. They are flooding our rivers and our oceans. There are more and more studies about microplastic. It affects the ecosystem. You can see a zooplankton base of the marine base broken by microfibers. It affects the animals and it affects the human health. It's an study that says that we eat the equivalent of 1 credit card of plastic per week. So microplastics have been found in human placenta and in human blood. So it's a fact that it's a problem that has to be solved. And microplastics have the solution because we have a technology able to quantify, identify, and remove microplastics. And it's a flexible technology that can be applied in different facilities. We have 2 business units. The first one is microplastic removal technology with microplastic separation plant for wastewater treatment plant, urban and industrial, and the microplastic separation technology adapted to washing machine. The second business unit is the analysis method, quantify and identify microplastics. We have analysis services, but we are developing a laboratory equipment able to quantify microplastics that will be ready next year. And we are developing a monitoring system to microplastics that will be implemented directly in the plants. That is not only a solution for a big problem, it's a market opportunity because there are more than 18,000 wastewater treatment plants only in Europe and more than 800 millions of washing machines. During this time, we have checked the market appetite with all the stakeholders, and we can see that we are on the same line. Understanding the market has allowed us to classify our customers in wastewater treatment plant, urban and industrial and washing machines. The potential market of this technology, only considering the wastewater treatment plant, is a total addressable market of 7.2 billion euros, considering only urban wastewater treatment plant in Europe. We are proud of our evolution. Plastic is a spin-off of the University Autonomous of Madrid, and the first patent was requested in 2019. Plastic was born in 2020. Now we have 3 more patents, and we have a technology. We have a plant of 1,000 liters per hour capacity, continuous testing and working in customer facilities. In 2023, we are going to launch of sales of microplastic quantification equipment. And in 2024, we are launch of sales of microplastic removal technology, microplastic capturing washing machine, and microplastic monitoring system. We are a team with a great technical background and a clear business vision, fighting for a planet free of microplastic. Thank you.
Wow, that was perfectly on time. Raquel, congratulations. Now we'll open the floor to the jury members for question and answers. Maybe we can begin with Kirti.
Yeah. Raquel, thank you for that. 2 quick questions. One, it's easy to say that you can save so much microplastics. How are you quantifying it? Is somebody going to certify or test and give the ratification that what your claim is, right?
Yes.
Second question, what is your strategy for tying up with all the big brands, because they may or may not trust you today with the solution?
Okay, first of all, we have a patented method for quantify microplastic, and this is really important in the market because there is no standard method to quantify the microplastic. That is the first step in the solve of the solution. So we have this method, and we have 3 parts. First, we do analysis services, but we are developing this quantification laboratory equipment, so the client are going to be able to analyze by themselves the quantity of microplastic that they have on their samples. And we are doing a monitoring system of microplastic that is going to be an online quantification of the microplastic. And so it's really important to control the quantity of microplastic that we have, and then we have the solution. Just we have the technology to remove all these microplastics. So the way in which we buy this technology is different because we have 2 business units. The first business unit, which is regarding to this technology, this removal plant that is going to be implemented in wastewater treatment plants, big wastewater treatment plant, urban or industrial, is going to be sold by a B2B model because it's a DOC project, EPC project. We will start analyzing the microplastic that they have on the water. Then we do a conceptual engineering and feasibility study. At final, we do the EPC project completed. And regarding the other equipment or the second business unit, we are going to be a B2C because we are going to buy to sell directly the microplastic quantification equipment.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, next.
Yes, I have finally 2 questions as well. So first, so the microplastic you collect. So what do you do with them after?
Yes, this is very important. I'm sorry.
Yeah. And well, the second question will be, so you focus on wastewater of plants, which is really great, and washing machine. And do you have any plan for other markets? Because I can assume we could integrate that for the tap water in each city or something like that.
Yes. Well, the first of all is a really very good question because our technology is a zero waste technology. We can separate the microplastic for the flow, for the normal system. And once we have the separate, say, microplastic, well, as I explained, we added a consumable in the waste, in the flow. We create an agglomerate. We separate this agglomerate from the system so the water has the same quality, but without microplastic. And then we break again this agglomerate with all the consumables. They are reused and entered into the system, and the microplastic are free and clean to be revalorized in different styles. It could be we can reuse this to generate more plastics sources, or use as a combustible. So this is the first one. And why we use wastewater treatment? We use wastewater treatment plants, industrial and urban, because it's the main focus. As it's the main focus in when Europe is going to put the focus, because it's flow directly to the medium. It's go directly to the river, directly to the ocean. So it's a good barrier in which we can put the technology and avoid to pass through.
Okay. Okay.
If I can ask just a quick question, I guess that your business model is very based on the success of it. Is based on the technology. You hold some patents, and we've seen some solutions in that space as well. What do you have a clear technology roadmap in order to keep your competitive advantage based on your patent portfolio?
Yes, we have all the patent and make sure our technology and the market and they are patented. So the case of our technology are patented just now. So, but we are clear that we are going to continue with this patent, and we are doing the extension of this patent to different countries. Some of them, they are on this station.
Great, the time is up. So then we're going to proceed to the next entrepreneur. Thank you so much, jury members, and thank you, Raquel, for pitching. Next up, we have Infinite Athletic. You have the floor. And
can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. We can see your deck.
Perfect. Good afternoon, everybody. My name is François Devy. I'm the co-founder of Infinite Athletics. It's the first.
There's a little bit of disturbance while you speak, so.
It's not on my side. It's probably somebody that needs to mute. No? Can you hear me well?
Yes, we can hear you. The slight disturbance, I think we can do it. Yeah.
All right.
Okay, your time starts.
All right, sorry. So my name is François from Infinite Athletic, which is the first double circular solution for the world of sportswear. So you may know that the textile industry is very linear. The main issue of the industry, obviously, is the beginning, where only 3% of the material that is being used is recycling material, and the last piece of the operation, when the garments is being used, basically only 13% is being recuperated, reused, repaired, and only 1% is being recycled. So our solution is to cope with those two issues. That's why we created the double circular loop, and we do it together with a very innovative option, which is the community-driven solution. So we are verticalizing our solution by sport, and we do everything into a local chain within less than 150 kilometers. Okay. And that's the double loop. So that's our infinite loop. We start with tennis first. We collected racket strings, which is polyester. We change it. We are recycling it into a new polymer, a new yarn, and a new ecosystem, a new eco-conceived garments, which is 100% monomaterial. So it goes into the same loop again and again infinitely. In terms of sustainability, obviously, it has a pure impact. We are basically audited by the company Bicom, and we are at 75% less water consumption, 70% CO2 consumption. We started with a black limited edition for male and woman, packed with a lot of technologies for the usage of these garments for tennis. And we are now for the next September, October, launching this new collection, which is with colors and with a much more, let's say, technical, basically design. We have managed during those few months to enter, thanks to the story, basically in the different clubs in Spain, in tournaments such as the Crew Davis Cups, the Barcelona ATP tournament, and we are entering into retail, Intersport, Walla in Spain, and Marketplace. Okay, so with the limited edition, we managed to sell 11K, which we will obviously with the color edition expand to 300K next year. Obviously, easy target the tennis players and the paddle players. There are more than 20 million players in Europe. And the idea obviously is to scale by verticals again. So after tennis, we will scale to outdoor and then to sea, doing exactly the same double circular loop. The team very expert in textile and tech, basically, and basically we are working towards completing those SDG goals with the project. So thank you very much, and don't forget to play for the planet.
Oh wow, I loved how you picked our call to action, play for planet. Great. Opening the floor for the jury members. I would request you to stop sharing so that we can see it.
Trying. Here we go.
You could stop sharing the presentation.
It's done. Yes.
Great.
Yeah, well, if I can start, maybe Francois, thanks for the presentation.
Yes.
Really interesting initiatives and projects. Just one curiosity, how is that you started with tennis? That's my first question. And you say that you are a community-driven company. What is the barriers that you put in order to compete against renewed brands in these sectors, like many of them, Nike or Adidas? What makes you prevents them to enter this market or these communities?
Yes. The first question was, sorry, Jordi?
Yeah, why is that you started with tennis? It's a curiosity.
Pure, I mean, we obviously wanted to start, as everybody, with C. We're getting some, we were playing tennis and badminton shop, and so that the land that they were throwing away the material from the players, and that's doing the story. And then for your second question, basically, I mean, they don't have the capacity to create this type of solution. So that's why we are working and finalizing collaboration with those big brands, because it's something that they are not used to do now. They don't know how to do. They always start from the fabric, they don't material. So that's also something that we will bring to them. And we are right now spinning off the company to leave Athletic as the B2B, B2C, and create industrial of the chain a full B2B solutions that we can propose to those brands.
Yeah, thank you.
Good question, Francois. You say you want to stay in a radius of 150 kilometers for your, oh, he's gone. Okay. Cool.
Oh, he dropped off. We're just checking.
He's dropped off.
Just give us a second. So.
We disappeared.
Just for the notice of the audience, we've paused his time and now we will resume again. Francis, can you hear us?
I can hear you, yes.
Yes, we can hear you too. We'll resume the jury Q&A.
Yeah.
All right, yes.
Good question. You did mention you want to recycle within a 1 kilometer radius, correct? Without having to, which to me means you will have to establish multiple facilities around whichever region you want to operate. How will that impact your quality of the product and profitability of your entire business model as such?
I mean, for the time being, that's something we wanted to do, to do clusters of this ecosystem in different countries or different regions. Fortunately, the people we are working with can do the same in US, Mexico. So we are solved. I mean, we're resolving the issue with North America. In Europe, I mean, it's difficult because we send everything to China. So there is, as Paolo was saying, Italy and Spain, and not pretty much more stuff. So we will have to play with what we have. It's already better than sending back and forth to China, Vietnam, and back to Europe. So, I mean, we need to play with what we have. It won't be never net zero, as we were saying before. I don't believe in this. We will it compared to a traditional clothing, but it's much better than before. Really.
Sure. Thank you.
Okay, and maybe last question is, do you have any plan about your the Taurus like your product at the end of the life? Or
That's the idea. I mean, thanks to the ecosystem we are putting in place, we're putting containers into clubs and shops where they put the strings, the balls, and then in 2 years, 3 years, hopefully later, the people, they will be able to throw their garment, because it's 100% monomaterial, into the same bin. So that we remove the friction of sending it through the mail or to go to another place. You go to play tennis and you drop it there, and we will do the same for tennis, outdoor, etc.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks.
All right. So thank you so much for the great pitch and the question and answers. Next up, we have Laboratorios, ABAP Pharma. I hope I'm pronouncing it right. Would request you to take the floor, Lydia, and share your screen.
Hello, is okay?
Yes, it's okay. You can go on the present mode if you'd like.
Okay. A moment, please. Okay, so should I start?
Yes, please start.
Thank you. Hello, my name is Lydia Vares. I'm the CEO of Laboratorios ABAP Pharma. About 75% of people will have hemorrhoids at some point in their lives. And then between 10 and 20% end in a surgery. Hemorrhoids are most common among adults in the age of 45 and 65. And hemorrhoids are also common in pregnant women. What are the problems of current medicines that contain active principles with serious side effects? They show low efficacy. They apply directly to the sore area, which is uncomfortable. And the treatment should not last more than 7 days because they will have a rebound effect. Our value proposition is a 100% natural product, non homeopathic, with no side effects. The product is applied away from the affected area with transdermal patches or spray, and they show a high efficacy in the clinical trials, and with the continued use, reduce inflammation until cancel the surgery. We are very committed with the CDGs. Our business model is based in circular economy. Our active principle is extracted from the waste of agri-food sector, and our waste is converted as compost. We were in Milan last year as worldwide finalists in sustainability in pharma. We had other national awards in sustainability, like BBA in July, and in AGE Award. We were in Boston in May this year in order to license or to find partners about our patent. We found a company partner in California. Our clinical experience, we have a clinical trial in 4 people in the first stage, and a clinical trial phase 2 with 20 people with hemorrhoids in Spain. We show a high percent of people with immediate pain relief and 63 reduction of symptoms such as swelling, itching, and stinging. We are patented
Your time is up. Your
okay,
time is up. I would open the floor for the judges. You can cover the rest of the points maybe through the question and answers later.
Okay.
I would request you to stop sharing the screen so that we can see everyone. And yes, judges, the floor is yours. Jordi, you want to begin?
Yeah, thank you. Well, thanks for the presentation, Lydia. I have a question related to the clinical trial part of the business. You mentioned you are in phase 2, right? In Spain. What are your next steps to prove the effectiveness of the solution of your product, and what is your route to market? Is it over-the-counter market or it's going to be B2C? Can you elaborate a bit?
Okay, thank you. In Spain, we have business model B2B. We are going to sell our product to pharmaceutical cooperatives as Vida Pharma, as you know. Vida Pharma is going to sell to pharmacies the product. So we are going to have a B2B model in Spain. In Europe and in US, we have a model of license the patent or a partner. We had a partner in California nowadays, and they are going to sell our product in US. And about the other question, about clinical trials, we have a clinical trials of 20 people in Spain, and we are going to do a clinical trial in Europe and in US with some companies that we have a partnership. Our product in Spain will be launched in October. Thank you so much.
We can proceed.
Yeah, 2 quick questions and very interesting solution. Congratulations on that. One, how much money have you raised so far? Have you raised any money, seed money, or whatever series? Number one. And second, when do you think your product itself will hit the market? And what is your first choice for a market? Is it Spain? Is it within Europe or extended Europe or US? What is the first choice for your market?
Thank you so much for your questions. My first market is Spain because we have granted the patent in Spain. In US and Europe, we are waiting for the granted patent, but we have the applied patent in these countries. And about the other question, what about, sorry?
How much money have you raised, or how much?
Yes. We had raised about grants and about very hours, very near to 50,000 euros, but only it's not investors, it's only in hours. Okay, thank you.
All right, we have Leticia.
Yeah, I don't have any questions, so that's clear for me. So thanks a lot for the presentation.
Any follow-up questions from Jordi or Kirti? We have some time.
Quick question, Lydia. How big is your team today?
How big? We are 6 people.
6 people.
Yes. We will need more people in next steps because we need a team in the international strategy internationalization. So, thank you.
All right. The time is up, and thank you so much for your pitch. Thank you, jury members. Now, last but not the least, we have Sustain up giving their pitch. Let's make it a good one. let's have Sustain on the floor.
Hey, can you see the screen?
Yes, I can see you, Simon.
Perfect.
All the best.
Hello.
And you can start.
Hello, everybody. So this is Sustain, and we're solving the problem of 100% of healthcare waste going to landfill and incineration. And we're talking about more than 40 million tons a year of single-use plastics that, again, they end up 100% on landfill and incineration. And of course, we're talking about an environmental and health impact, but also a material footprint. So my question was really simple. What if instead of destroying, we build with it? That's why we created healthy materials for constructions. And by doing that, we just take everything that you can see in the image, basically. It's group 2 of healthcare waste that is composed by everything that gets in touch with the patient. And it's made out of 70% plastics and cellulose, thermoplastic specifically. We sterilize it, and we produce these construction materials with a patent pending technology. So what are these construction materials and how do we use it? So we can picture a simple house, and we introduce the thermal insulation in between wall, ceilings, and floors and cushions. And then we can use the board to make it as a finish or to make the furniture. So we can basically build most of the house. And in order to do this, we need to change the actual management of the healthcare waste management. And by that, we align with the management by collecting the residue, and we change the treatment with a new sterilization technology that allows us to change the end of the life of the residue. So by that, in this phase, we would have first the residue and the first economical gain. And out of that, we start the manufacture to create products that can be reinserted into the economy. We head into a market which is huge according to the healthcare waste management. So a little bit the market goes out of our hands. It's not a limitation. And then it becomes a thing of how do we separate from our competitors. So basically what we're aiming to is a negative carbon footprint, which is reliable on the fact that we're cleaning the residues, and we're not heading into a better price because we don't have to, we don't need to. We head for a niche of competitors that put innovation and sustainability over price. And that's really important because nowadays construction, architectures, and designers for furniture, they basically have no option. And little by little, it's going to be by law a requirement to have healthier materials. And when it comes to the roadmap, to make it easy, basically we're not heading into doing a bigger import-export, but we are wanting to explore the repetition of the regenerative system that we're doing in Barcelona to put it in different cities. So we extended into different circular economies in different cities. I'm the solo founder. I've been in the sector and the health industry for more than 10 years. These are my mentors and allies, and we're trying to turn Barcelona into the first city free of healthcare waste.
Okay, so we are right on time. Let's have the floor for the jury members. Let's start with Leticia, if you have any questions.
Yes, maybe about which type of healthcare waste could you use? Is it possible to use everything? So, so from the surgery, so everything is really possible?
We have the coincidence that the way they separate these different type of residues aligns perfectly with the proposition that we want. So that all the group 2 and group 3 is basically thermoplastics and cellulose. So they work perfectly to the use that we want to do, applying a certain technique. So they help each other in a way. Yeah.
Okay.
Group 4 is more complicated. There are pressurized things. That's another thing.
Okay.
All right, we can move to the next question.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, go ahead, Katie. Sorry.
Simon, 2 quick questions in that sense. One, what's your go-to-market strategy? How will you take the product into the market, tie up and strategy and all of that? Second, you did mention you're not much worried about the price of your product at the end of the day, But I have a feeling that given what is happening around the planet today, for the next 2-3 years, there will be a big price consciousness seeping in. How are you going to address that?
Yeah, so the first strategy is going mainly into architecture because I know the ecosystem and I'm in contact with them. And we're heading into them because those are the ones who have more the final word in a way of what material is going to be used in the project in terms of the carpentry or the user. And it's the type of collaborations we want in terms of the social noise that we want to do. Why don't we head into the price? First, because by volume and unit economics, it's really complicated to compete with the competition because they're massive. And we know that at the end of the, if we look at a complete budget of a project, when we head into the boards or the insulation, the price differentiation is not it's not a lot at all. I mean, if we're talking about products that are not actually very cost expense in terms of the budget sheet. And we know that we're offering something that at the end, it will rely into benefits in terms of reducing the carbon footprint of the material because the carbon footprint becomes a cost later on. So we know that nowadays those are there are a lot of companies putting innovation over the price. But I know with time we're gonna adjust a little bit.
Fair enough. Thanks.
Yeah, well, thanks. You almost answered one of my questions. And the other one is also related to the processing and the operations. How are you going to balance the supply or the waste that you're going to take from the healthcare ecosystem and put this into the volume that the construction sector usually demands? How are you going to balance this? Just not to end in a kind of a shortage.
Yeah, so we're talking about a raw material that is constantly producing. It's not going to stop. It's the health industry. And we are collaborating with the manager. So those are the ones that are the owners of the residue. To give you an idea, with only one collaboration, we can find more than 2,500 tons only in Barcelona. And we're talking more than enough to create a suitable business. And then it allows us to grow into another country and another city and another city. So I think we're not heading to becoming a huge, massive volume producer, but we need to address the problem with the healthcare waste first. And that's a huge target for now.
Okay, Simon, your time is up. Your time is up.
Thank you, Simon.
I hope the jury have had their bit of questioning and got their answers. Okay, so with that, we close the pitches of a rather, a very, very interesting event, and so many great startups from the Spanish ecosystem, all of you working on such interesting solutions. I must give it up to you guys. And it's been a pleasure listening to all of you, and I have been so glued to my screen seeing what's next. It has been a fantastic experience. So congratulations to all of you for doing what you all are doing and playing for the planet, pitching for the planet, and winning for the planet. And with that, I would request the jury members to proceed to the breakout room for deliberations, after which, of course, we would be heading to announce the winners for the event. In the meantime, I would request the entrepreneurs to stay with us and wait till the much awaited announcements are made. I think the jury members have moved, and in the meantime, I would request all the entrepreneurs to please drop in their social media handles, their website in the chat, so that someone from our team can note it down, and we can, of course, keep in touch, update you about our developments, and also loop you in and tag you wherever needed. We would also be sharing our own social media handles, and so that you can follow us and of course stay connected with us, such great entrepreneurs. So we have shared our TGEF IDs and we have shared our ESG IDs. I would request you all to share wherever you would wish us to tag you. In the meantime, we would also like to inform you that the reward basket that you are eligible for, if I can have from my team, someone please display the reward basket slide. Just want to explain a little bit of the reward structure. So after you start with your registrations on our platform, which is www.esgx.global, we will link that here. I'll just link it here. As soon as you register or apply on this platform, if you haven't already, you become eligible to receive automatically a gift voucher worth $10,000. And after that, once you proceed, right now we are not doing cities in Spain, but we've straight jumped to national. So the winners are going to be eligible for $75,000 worth of perks and rewards powered by our partners. And then the Spanish winners, along with other countries of Europe, are going to proceed to the Confederation finals. And then, of course, from there, you're going to be competing with Asia Confederation. You'll be competing with, there will be simultaneously Europe Confederation happening, where you would be competing within the European entrepreneurs. Then we would simultaneously be having Asia, Americas, Africas, where they would be competing with their respective national counterparts. And after that, the winners from there would be going to a global pool, and from there an internal committee of experts and mentors will choose the final top 12 global finalists, and so on and so forth. Yeah, please go ahead, Lydia. Please ask your question. I'm happy to help you. Lydia, I think you're on mute. So city winners, actually, that's the format of our competition. But of course, it is not possible for us to go to every country and tap into every city. So that's why, yes, you would be a national finalist once you win the competition. Right now, there is registration, and we have straight proceeded to national finals with Spain and with other countries. It's only in India right now that we have been able to tap into the city ecosystem because, of course, we are expanding. So with you, we are moving straight to national. So if that answers your question. All right, so with that, we are going to then show you, no, not city winners, no, not city winners, Lydia. That's a different format, which we are not following with every country due to lack of capacity, because that will be a huge event. But hopefully with InnoGet, with our partners InnoGet, next year we are able to deep dive into the Spanish ecosystem. Yes, it will be for all the participants. The $10,000 rewards and perks will be for all the participants who register and complete their registration. Okay, so with that, we move to, yes, in a voucher form, Lydia. their perks and benefits in a voucher form. I will take it up with you on the personal chat if you have further questions. Any more questions from the entrepreneurs? Yeah, there are perks and benefits that we offer. It will open up for you, Lydia. We will be informing you once they get unlocked after the events get over, and you will know. Thank you. I would request my colleague to now play the World's To-Do List campaign video. As you know, we are the official accelerators to WTDL campaign, which is a UN-backed campaign promoted all over the world. It was launched at the 76th UN General Assembly, and we are the official accelerators. And of course, by the virtue of you being a part of our ecosystem, you join it as well. So let's watch it. Thank you so much for that. We can take a little break before the jury comes back. I'll inform you once the jury comes back with the winners. Till then, we can catch a breath, and we'll be back for the jury announcements. Thank you so much. Thank you for your patience. All right, so the judges are almost done with their deliberation, and soon they are going to join us back. So requesting everyone to come back for the much awaited jury announcements. From what we are hearing, that the competition has been very neck to neck, and the jury has had a very difficult time to actually come to a conclusion. And let me tell you, from what I hear, from, of course, the deliberation room, whatever little I get, to hear that the winner has won by a very, very tiny margin, and literally everyone is just 1 point behind the other. So the competition has been really tight, the tightest that we have seen up till now in all our events for 2022, from what I hear. And I think the jury members have come back to the main session. From what I hear, jury, it has been a very, very exciting deliberation round. We cannot wait to hear what the results have been. So what I am being told, that there are 2 winners, and we have, of course, another surprise waiting. So congratulations, and let's begin with what we all have been waiting for with bated breath. I would request to share the screen, and the winner for ESG 2022 Spain National Finals, the first winner of this event is, drum rolls, we have Captoplastic SL as the first winner. Congratulations. Big round of applause to you. And I would like to throw the floor at you for you to say a few words, Raquel.
Well, thank you very much. Thank you. And thank you for all the competitors and the finalists, because there are a lot of really good projects. Thank you and congrats.
Great, great. Congratulations. Congratulations to your entire team. And great. Now we'll move to our second winner. And the second winner for ESG 2022 Spain National Finals is Aliquindoy. We have Aliquindoy Circular Solutions as our second winner. Many, many, many congratulations to the team. A big round of applause and many congratulations, well deserved. And let me tell you, it has been a very neck to neck. Oh, wow, look who we have here celebrating with Felix.
Thank you, but my daughter just came from school and she was, watching the event, so with expectation, so she's very happy. And I thought I would share it with her. So thank you so much. It has been a real pleasure. Thanks for the vote of trust, and really looking forward to going to the next round. Thank you, everyone, and congratulations to everyone. It was impressive, all the solutions and all the power that we have in Spain representing sustainability for the future. So thank you so much.
We would really it's so heartwarming to see that your daughter is watching, because at ESG we are actually promoting, inculcating an entrepreneurial mindset in all the generations. And it's so nice that she has you as a role model, and she was your lucky charm is all I can say.
Thank you.
All right, many congratulations. And of course, now we have a little something, since the competition was so tight, so exciting, and all of you were so great. We have a special mention that we would want to extend to this particular enterprise for the great work that they are doing, and to show our complete support and encouragement. We have ABAP Laboratories as a special mention. This is just our little token of appreciation and acknowledgement for your efforts and the work that you are doing. Can we please have you on the floor to say a few words, Lydia?
Thank you so much for all. Congratulations to my partners here. And I'm very, very happy to have this special mention. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Lydia. And a big round of applause to the Spanish representation. I hope, we are able to get more and more of them in the coming years. And I would now like to open the floor to the jury members, and then after that I would request Radha to say a few words. And just a big thank you. It has been such a great, refreshing and pleasant event. Time just flew by for me personally. And let's have the floor open to the jury members, and we would like to hear a little bit on what are their thoughts from the event and a few words. Let's start with Leticia.
Yes. So I was so surprised by the quality of each project, each company. So for me, I love every company. So congratulations for all your nice idea, and nice work. So it was super nice, and your pitch was high quality as well. So thanks a lot. So.
Thank you so much. It's feedback like that that makes it all worth it. Kirti, what would you like to say?
I think I'll echo what Leticia has been saying. The the quality of startups that we've seen is comparable to anywhere else on the planet, and congratulations to everybody for making it here. And whatever happens after this, I think ESG, stay connected on the ESG platform, because it will keep giving you opportunities to strengthen your operations and start up further and grow to the next level. And special thanks to both the judges. Muchas gracias, Leticia and Jordi, for joining us today and taking the time out.
Thank you so much. Muchas gracias. I'm also learning, picking up a little bit of Spanish. And Jordi, last but not the least, we would like to hear a few words from you.
Yeah, well, first of all, many thanks for the ESG team and platform to exist. It's been a pleasure having me taking part of this, let's say, competition or session, call it whatever you like. I had this feeling of being a little bit of unfair at the end, because I value a lot about what having this entrepreneurship mindset means, no matter the age that you have. And more, any project that you pitched today has been impressive. So I would like to stay connected, not only through ESG but platform, but also through Innoget. And I really wish you all the best, all the success that you deserve, and your mission and objectives that you have set up behind your effort, your time, your team, and the technologies that business models that you want to bring into the marketplace. So congratulations, and yeah, enjoy the rest of your day, the week ahead, and really have fun. Do not forget to have fun. Thank you all.
Thank you so much, Jordi. Thank you, Leticia. Thank you, Kirti. You guys have been an absolute pleasure to have. Now I would request Radha, representing Innoget, to please take the floor. And of course, Jordi, if you can stay on and say a few words, Radha.
So thank you everyone for taking part in this amazing competition. It was such a pleasure to get to know all these initiatives, and congratulations to everyone for this success. And we will be very happy to have all these initiatives and enterprises on board on Innoget. We invite you to join our network of around 200,000 actors in innovation area. And from Innoget, we would also like to give you a 1-hour consultation with the CEO, Jordi Raffles, in any topic which you have related to your business. So all participants of today's competition, we would reach you in upcoming weeks to set up the date and time to have this consultation, which you can have with Jordi. So again, thank you so much for your effort, for your interest, and we wish you only good luck in scaling and growing your business and play for the planet. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Radha.
Thank you,
Jordi,
Radha, again.
Jordi,
yeah, thank you, Radha. I mean, we would like to know more about your initiatives. We understand that we've missed lots of important pieces of what you are doing. So having this hour conversation, more than consulting, it is in this direction of trying to bring something extra to what you are doing, make use of our expertise, our network. We run a platform, but it's not about the platform itself. It's about connecting people that we've met, that we've trusted, and that they trust us. So please feel free to use this hour. I would be more than happy to have this conversation one-to-one. So thank you again.
And thank you so much, the team of ESG and TGELF. It was a pleasure to organize such an event in Spain. So we really think it was a success to meet all of the participants and connect to you. So thank you again to everyone for this amazing competition.
Great. Thank you for your kind words, Radha and Jordi. We look forward to many such collaborations and many such great initiatives. Like I would just want to reinstate, entrepreneurs, we would be following up, of course, the team from Innoget and from the team ESG, we would be following up about how to conduct this session and how to connect you to the larger Innoget network and how we can avail this opportunity. So please wait. And in the coming week, we will be informing you about the next steps after internally aligning. And before I close, I would like to extend again a deep, deep, deep token of gratitude to our partners, for the entrepreneurs for taking out time, and of course the jury members for their expertise, their patience, and the insightful contribution that they have made to this event. And of course, it's so heartwarming to see all of you use the hashtag Play for Planet. So please use that hashtag. Please tag us. Please make us a part of your community, like we are making you a part of ours. And have a great weekend. Muchos gracias, and have a great weekend, everyone. Thank you so much, and congratulations to the winners. And have a good evening. Thank you so much.